Hi, Judith. I've got your very unique questions here, and I can't wait to get started exploring them. So, the questions are: I want to know how my brother Eddie passed on a while back, and I want to know how my friend Augie just passed on. So I was here meditating for a little bit, see if I could connect with them. I felt both their hands against mine, which is a sign that they're with me. So let's just see what type of information I can get. So let's start with Brother Eddie. I'm just gonna share the pictures as they come, okay? All right, so Spirit's really relaxing me, and they're really wanting me to focus on them, guiding me through this. There's a lot of energy coming in from behind me forward. I keep thinking about a crown on my head. Let me go into this and see what's there. This energy is really intense. It's almost really hard to. It's just building so much. Just give me a minute here, and then we'll get to it. They're taking me to a very peaceful place. It really is. It's so peaceful. I feel like I could just stay here forever. It's almost like I'm walking off a diving board, and then there's it makes me think of jumping off of something, but there's this really peaceful place that I want to get to. And I just have to get off this diving board if I'm going to get there. So they're asking me if I want to jump off the diving board, and then to get there, and I say, I don't need to go. I don't need to do that. It's a peaceful place. It's not where, I don't know, it's almost like you committed suicide. Sort of like you want to experience the freedom of something that just is a release from life, you know? You just want to you just want everything to go away. And if you just jump off the diving board, you can just get there. Everything can go away and you can feel peaceful. That's honestly how this feels to me. I'm going to examine these images and we'll just see. I'm a huge double checker and rechecker, but this is exactly what is coming to me right now. There's really like a grieving sort of sensation about this. Literally, there's a man now on the diving board, and it's almost like it's slipped, and then he's falling now, off of a building even. It's like he's riding the diving board down, like it's a surfboard or something. I don't know why, but I'm hearing I never made it. I don't know why. See, these things, you don't know what you're gonna get. So that I gotta go to him and ask him what's going on. There's something here. Like, just tell her what you see. All right, so we're just gonna start from the get-go. There's a scene on top of a building, but there's also a sort of pathway I can just jump off of it like a diving board. It's almost hypnotic because I just want to be in this prairie where I could just feel peaceful. Somehow between choosing to jump off a diving board, the diving board just starts falling, and then I'm falling with it. Down, down, down. But they're showing me there's a man falling. And then before he hits the ground, everything stops, and he's just stalled out, and he says, I never made it. I never made it. And literally what is next is like a creepy, the image is just too chaotic. I don't like the look of it. It's sort of a grisly man. He doesn't have many teeth even, and he's bald here. He's really like sort of long on the sides, and it's very thinned out, and he just does not look healthy. He even has like caps on his teeth. They're asking me if I know his relationship, and I say I don't. I'm trying to understand. I thought maybe he was a demon or something. He's not a good person at all. I don't like the way he makes me feel inside. So I have to calm down so I can actually go, because I can feel that energy, you know. So I can actually go to him and understand. I'm doing some healing. Something did not end right here. I'm honestly telling you something did not end right here. So I'm just going to heal both of these images to ensure that everything in the spiritual is balanced, okay? So I'm just going to I'm going to start with this guy, and then I'm going to go to the man on the surfboard that didn't. Eddie is basically still suspended in the air. So I'm going to this man, and I'm going to talk to him. I just look into his eyes, and then he himself is starting to spew out some sort of darker matter. Their spirit is saying I am doing some very profound healing work that took place, because what had happened at the end of Eddie's life was not. It needs actually a spiritual healer to come to help mend it. Because the death was not. I'm not able to create a concrete explanation, but the sensation is that it was not positive. There's sadness and grief, and that there's a sort of a negative thing going on here. So I'm sorry about that. I'm pretty good at telling what is negative or what is positive, and so this needs balancing, is what this needs. So I'm going to go and balance them both. So then I can release this. And my energy already in this scene, it's literally we're standing on a sidewalk at the bottom of a building. There's sort of Eddie sort of suspended. And then we have this guy, this this guy that's just not very, his energy isn't very good. I'm touching his face to know that that I still love him no matter what. And it's okay to let go of everything so that I can help you. He's wanting to hand something to me, and I'm telling you, this was a violent thing. He's handing me a gift, and inside of it is a gun. I'm taking the gun out of the package just to see it and look at it, touch it, feel it, acknowledge that it has an existence. It is not in action. It is not shooting or anything. It is just not. He's starting to calm down, this sort of grim sort of energy, man. He's actually starting to calm down, and his hair is turning whiter, like he's aging before me. His hair was sort of a darker brown before, and now it's getting longer and longer and turning white. And he just looks like he's getting older and older. It's almost like he wants to sleep now, too. I'm telling him I'm just telling him, you're not going to fall asleep on the sidewalk with his gun, and just picking him up. I'm asking for angels to come and help me. So I'm seeing some very profound archangels. The energy is really strong right now. So I'm actually, three of them are taking him off into the light. This was a sad thing. I'm going to completely alter this vibration. they're gonna take care of him. I'm gonna go over to Eddie now to see what this is. I'm helping him off of this, and he's sort of like got a really. It's almost like he's burnt or something. Like he got a really good tan. It just got too good, and it got a little red on the skin. So let's just see. So he's just standing on the sidewalk with me, and we're having a conversation. I can't hear it. It's just an interaction between spirits. I'm helping this vibration change. It's going to take me a minute because it just does. I'm literally doing a journey into this sort of thing, and I don't know how it's going to go. I never know what I'm going to get. And so I can't just tell you this and not try to heal this, because there was a negative thing that happened. And it's my job to help heal souls and soul realms and spiritual layers, and then that too will provide relief in your own heart. They're asking me if I know how it will provide relief. I say I'm not sure how this will, but when somebody comes to me to ask for help in comprehending this, the last thing I want to do is tell you that there was a negative thing involved. And that there is a definite need for spiritual healing in order to create a relief and release of the energies that were not balanced. So there's a lot of heat coming from behind me as I'm still standing here with Eddie on the sidewalk, and I'm just evaporating a great deal, and we're just standing here. There's a lot of feelings I'm getting in just my body, just from the energy that is healing. It's just a sign that everything is healing right now, and healing takes time, so I just have to wait. They're saying I'm doing a very good service for Eddie, who really desperately needed this. Something happened in his passing that was not positive, and his soul has been not able to find the healing and comfort that he's needed in order to find relief. So a lot of healing is going on here. Literally, saying that I'm doing a good job because I'm asking him. This isn't the type of, you don't want to step into something like you do, but so it's still in a state of healing. It's going to be. I'm going to allow this healing to continue here while I try and find some answers really quick on Augie, if I can. I can't. I have to stay here with Eddie. I'm just not going to have enough time. So it's better to just do this one. So we're just going to stay here with him. I'm going to help him get to the peaceful prairie that he was trying to get to, where his soul needed to find relief. It was not. It was in a state of suffering. It wasn't good, and then I just need to get his soul into this place so it can find relief. I'm not able to. My spirit guides are not. I'm not able to communicate with him. My spirit guides are insisting that I work with them directly in order to do this work. Sometimes the spirits do come, but in this scenario, it is something I have to heal and work with my spirit guides on, and then I can allow his soul to get to a place of relief in the white light and healing, and see him manifesting in this beautiful prairie where everything is peaceful, so his soul can be happy. So I'm literally so this conversation is over. He's sort of looking at everything that is in the landscape with the building and the sidewalk, sort of suspended, sort of like surfboard plank But it looks like a surfboard now, and it's red, and it has a yellow stripe that goes down the center of it. And we're just looking at everything, and he's looking up at how far he's fallen, and now we're standing on this ground here on the sidewalk. And there's something, he's sort of, it's like his soul's acknowledging all of that has taken place here. So when these sort of incidents happen in the physical, the soul literally gets in a shock state, and it can get stuck, and then it gets stuck there. And until somebody like me from the physical actually comes and touches them, they get trapped. And I don't know what and so right now I'm helping his soul come to an openness to see things, and now he's not stuck in this sort of ending. He's actually he's starting to fill with life now, because he can feel loving energy there with him. I'm actually just gonna go and give him a hug and tell him everything is okay. That other man is no longer. He's been taken by these archangels. He literally, something had happened. I don't know what the stories are behind them. This is what is coming to me. There's something not good that happened, and there was a connection between them as well. So Eddie's still standing here. He's just filling with more light, and he's actually growing wings like an angel too. He just wants to go fly. He just wants to go be happy and rejoice now. He just wants to let go of everything that had ever happened. He just wants to find freedom and peace, and he is right now. He literally is like, he doesn't have a burn anymore. He's like super tan. And he's just so happy. He's soaring up, and he's... so there's a hand coming out of the sky now that is sort of holding him as he was flying. Let me just see what this is going on. It sort of caught him in flight. They're taking him to... after you die, you always go... The soul is not... This is literally like he's in a state of rejoicing. He's not going anywhere negative. And then, so I'm just going to follow this hand as it's holding him. It's like, it's literally like it wants to hold this bird that was hurt, and nurture it back to health. Like a loving child finds a hurt bird, and then wants, children just love animals. They just want animals to be as happy as they are. So it's sort of like this hand is so loving that has caught him to help him into the light to heal fully and rejuvenate. Souls have to go into the light to rejuvenate and heal, and re-solidify from their experience from the incarnation. Some superior healing is going on between his soul and this hand, and I can feel this interaction taking place. These things take time. They just do. I can't speed this up. I wish I could, but I can't. All I can do is wait until this is complete. Everything is good. I'm going to go back to this scene, and I'm going to do my work to just... The scene, I don't want to see this. I don't like these in the spiritual layer. I don't want any memories of something that bad that might have happened. So I'm just going to dissolve it because it's no longer containing either of these entities. And so I'm just going to dissolve it and then transform it into something positive. So I'm just using red fiery light. So it's sort of, it instantly, you touch these with and it's sort of like so spicy, and it sort of eats up this sort of memory, so I can create something new and pretty and happy here. So it just dissolves everything instantly. It's very quick in the way that it dissolves walls and things. So everything is dissolving now. So I just see a space. And now I'm going to call my friend to come and beautify it with earth and nature. So that way this spiritual layer can actually influence us all positively. So I'm just going to So there's a like pristine earth ready to grow things. Because I want the memory to be about a positive positive transition. I don't want it to be related to that scene. And I'm standing here and I'm waiting. These angels there's just 3 white angels now come back instantly to help me. We're talking right now. There's something more that is going on here about this. As we're talking, this energy is changing. And I see a giant white soul coming out of the ground here. And even so massive is just standing like this massive giant, like even head into the clouds type of massive. I'm just seeing his feet and ankles and some of his calf in our scene where we're just sort of standing here like little small people. He's ready to just take his... So they want me to just create a prairie here, this sort of prairie, that landscape where everything is peaceful. So the soul can come and gravitate here to find peacefulness. Because it's the energy vibration that is what it was longing for. It was longing for peace, and it wasn't experiencing it in the physical. And it thought the only way it could find it was then to enter into the spiritual. In the process of entering into the spiritual, the soul then endured sort of like a tragic sort of transition in between the two, in the layers. And then it just is sort of waiting for... part of the soul gets left behind. It does. I don't know why. It just does. And so I was able to release that soul fragment. So now there's sort of like a superior, like loving relief. And even Source Light is actually my friend who does all these landscapes with me. He's not coming because he wasn't meant to. It was Source Light is actually mother, father of all, is literally helping to create this scene, literally growing a garden here for his soul to find peace here, because that was the intention and the longing, and now his soul can. That's literally what this is. And so they are, Source is actually, the all is going to do this for him, because they want to show you how loved also his soul is. The spirit realm understands pain and suffering in the physical realm, especially when it comes to planet Earth. They don't want suffering for us. They don't. They want us to find freedom. And sometimes the decisions get really hard here because life gets hard, you know. So they're wanting to showcase that they are even the all. They're sort of like mother, father. They're like the super expression. I don't know how to define. That's just to me. That's how I comprehend them. That's what they're like to me. They're like the all light, the super white light, the super healing light. So they're just using their energy, and then they're like so happy to be doing this. They're just so happy to give this gift right now over this video, to showcase how they are here to love and help all souls. This isn't a nightmare. This is a blessing and a gift, and they are giving a blessing and gift right now. It literally is. It is growing into this sort of like really beautiful, peaceful field where I was. And his soul's literally in a state of relaxation. And even I am just standing here just feeling so peaceful. I'm literally I just want to like get really cozy with the ground and just stay here and like fall asleep here. I don't know. It's like the ultimate peaceful feeling from just too much going on. I didn't realize how long this was getting. I have to stop. I'm sorry. I just realized how long I was saying, and I never got to the second request, and these things take time. and it's sort of awkward because I don't want to leave I can't leave the landscape right now. Not while it's still manifesting. So I just have to stay here for a minute. Because I have to make sure this is complete, and it's not complete yet. As the energy is just so strong right now, and I'm waiting to just ensure everything is solidified. Because this is a real thing. Spirit is helping me to know that it's okay to let go now. They're telling me that it's taken care of now in spirit. That the goal for this was for me to help provide the wisdom, showcase that it was sort of a painful thing, but that that painful thing is now in transition into a healing thing and is taken care of now in spirit, because of this work. So that is all I can share for right now. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to your friend Augie, but this is the best I can do for the allotted time. So Judith, thank you for this opportunity, and I'm definitely wishing you all the best.